Hello, everyone. Salut à tout le monde. Thank you for tuning in for today's episode or video on Cameroon. A lot has been happening, and reports came in yesterday that Issa Tchiroma Bakary will be sworn in today, Thursday. And we don't know what is going to happen next in Cameroon because right now we are on uncharted territory. It's so unpredictable what is going to happen after this. And reports are also coming out that there are going to be some dignitaries from other countries and a top diplomat of the United Nations. That is a report that we are getting right now, and we're going to see how that plays out as the day progresses. But that I'm just giving you what I've been hearing, that Issa Tchiroma is going to be sworn in today, and there are going to be some diplomats from the United Nations and other countries. So we're going to see how that plays out. And there are lawyers with him as we speak. So it is an interesting moment in Cameroon history. What is going to happen? Who will the people obey? That's a serious question because the way things are going on right now, we don't know what is going to happen next. We really don't know what is going to happen next. And some other reports came out a few days ago, and that Paul Biya was about to leave Cameroon and postpone the inauguration date from today, Thursday, to some other day because of his health concern. He got some serious health issues. So after the swearing in today, Paul Biya is going to be out of Cameroon. He's going to be leaving Cameroon to go seek medical help. Just imagine the kind of president we have right now, where he can't even stay in the country. And for 43 years, he has not built a hospital that can treat him. Just imagine. Things are getting from bad to worse. And now, he's like, can you imagine that before the election, Paul Biya had only one outing, and that outing was in Garoua. Campaigned just once, and people vomited him out and voted for Issa Tchiroma Bakary. And with all this tension left and right, people are, saying, voicing out their concern, like, bro, we did not vote for Paul Biya, but how come is he the one who was declared winner by the Constitutional Council? People are asking serious questions. And with the ghost town instated by Issa Tchiroma Bakary, and people respected it all across the nation. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday was different in some part of the regions, some part of the country, especially the Northwest and Southwest regions. And but in a nutshell, it was a success. And that tells you that Issa Tchiroma Bakary have a lot of influence in the country. So the dynamics will be interesting to see, especially now that Cameroon is going to have two presidents. One, the people's choice, and the other one is being imposed to us by himself. And from the reports we got, Ferdinand Gongo was the one trying to push Paul Biya to come in today for the swearing-in ceremony. So we're going to see how that plays out, but we are getting to a period where everybody got to pay attention. And now is a time where everybody got to choose and pick a side. Where do you want to belong? Do you want to listen to Paul Biya, or do you want to listen to Issa Tchiroma? Because, for example, I know someone like Ernest Obama is going to be Paul Biya because he's a CBDM hired journalist, and I don't know how that guy is still active on social media because everything he's spreading is false and fake news. So I don't know what they gave him. I don't know what the regime gave Ernest Obama to tarnish the image of the entire country. It is crazy, but it is quite interesting to see what is going to happen next. What are your thoughts? What do you think is right for our country as we progress into this uncharted territory? It has happened before. It happened in Gambia. And in Gambia, the opposition eventually became the president of Gambia. So is that what is going to happen in Cameroon? We don't know. We're going to see what happens. We just hope that Issa Tchiroma is going to get his position because he earned it. It's not as if he's, trying to get something that he did not earn it. He deserved to be the president of Cameroon. He was voted by the people, and he is the people's choice. And the resistance from the people shows only one thing, that the people said clearly on October 12th that they want Issa Tchiroma Bakary to represent them in a 2D, because for 43 years it has not been working, and we know it. We can't lie to ourselves that for 43 years Paul Biya has done great things to the nation. It is a lie. And another report that came out yesterday was 4 gendarmerie officers were killed in the northwest region of Cameroon. We don't want this to deteriorate to the level where every military officer will be targeted. The way the country is moving now, and the way the stupid ministers in Yaoundé are operating, sending the army to do their dirty work. I've been saying this, I'm preaching to my brothers and sisters in the army. Do not listen to the instructions from Yaoundé to go kill your brothers and sisters, because you're going to be outnumbered. You're going to be outnumbered. How many army personnel do we have in Cameroon? And check the total population in Cameroon. You're going to realize that if everybody mobilize against the military, you guys are out. You guys will be outnumbered. So it is high time where every military officer in Cameroon step back. If they send you to go kill your brother, tell the regime that you can't do that. We have to, think about the republic. Think about our country. Our country is bigger than Paul Biya. Our country is bigger than the regime. Our country is bigger than Ferdinand Gongo. Our country is bigger than Atanganji Paul. So we have to take into consideration what we are fighting for. And the military is suffering. People in the gendarme, they're all suffering. The police men are suffering too. But the thing is, I don't know, sometimes you get programmed. Their mind have been programmed. So we got to reprogram that brain, because you see their kids and their wives go through the same thing we go through on a daily basis, but still yet they're blindfolded by Yaoundé. Yaoundé has not felt the heat, but things have started getting to Yaoundé, especially with the ghost town and everything. It is the prices of foodstuff have started going up. Let's see if the people of Yaoundé will resist after all these things. Because you see, every other place in Cameroon is, resisting this oppression from the government. But from the look of things, Yaoundé people are kind of comfortable. They have Ferdinand Gongo, so why should they protest? It is time for every Cameroonian to wake up. Whether you are in Yaoundé, Douala, Garoua, Boya, Limbe, Ngaoundéré, Kribi, everywhere in the territory of Cameroon, we have to wake up. We have to stand against oppression, stand against dictatorship, because we are a democracy. If we believe that we are a democracy, then the viable thing for the regime to do is stepping down, because they are not, they don't deserve to be there. They were not voted to be there. You can't impose your will on the Cameroonian people. when they did not vote for you. You don't have a mandate. So the right thing for the regime to do now is to step down. But obviously, they're not going to step down. Paul Biya is going to be sworn in today. And another report that just came out is that there will be no military personnel with any weapon inside that arena. Why? Are they scared that one military personnel is going to shoot and kill the president? I don't know. Is that possible? Who knows? Now there's a lot of panic mode in Yaoundé. People don't trust one another because they don't know what is going to leak outside. If you realize that the moment something happens in there, it's already boop on the internet. Everybody can see it. People don't know who is sending that information out, who is leaking the information. They don't know. So now they're realizing that there is no one to trust. Everybody's a suspect. And now, who are you gonna point fingers at? You're gonna say, oh, it's a Tanganji Paul, or you're gonna say, oh, it's Ferdinand Gongo. People are fed up. Even in the regime, they're fed up. They're not united. They're not united because the regime is so bad that even the people of the CPDM party are not happy with Paul Biya. Before the election, some of the members of the CPDM party wanted Paul Biya to rest while some other person become the presidential candidate for the CPDM party. But people like Tanganji Paul, Ferdinand Gongo, and co, they don't want that to happen. They wanted Paul Biya to remain in office. Why? Because they want to control everything in Yaoundé. But now we have said enough. We've had it. For 43 years, we've had it. You guys have misused the resources of the nation. Use it for your personal gain and use the people as dogs. But we say enough is enough. We can't continue to live like this anymore. So I'm calling on my Cameroonian brothers and sisters. This is a time for us to rise up. This is a time for us to stand against oppression. And how do we stand against this oppression? Is by uniting forces with President-elect Issa Tchiroma Bakary. Today, he's going to become officially the president of the Republic of Cameroon. We don't recognize Paul Biya, even if he gets sworn in today. That is not our problem, because we did not vote for him. We voted for Issa Tchiroma Bakary, and that's who we recognize as our president. So things are going to get, sour. We don't know if Paul Biya will eventually step down. But if you look at the way the international community is so silent and quiet, you might be asking yourself, what is going on? Because, normally France is going to be the first person to congratulate the president of Cameroon. But France is quiet so far. And other European countries, even the United States, is quiet. And the U.S. senator came out yesterday and a day before yesterday and slammed the regime. So what is going to happen? What is going to happen? We are Cameroon. In other countries, democracy always wins. People go cast their vote and all of a sudden they have a new president or the incumbent wins and it's a fair process. But in Cameroon, fraud. And the only thing you always hear about, CPDM. You don't hear any other party accused of fraud. CPDM. But now is the time where Paul Biya must go. Au revoir, Paul Biya. Churuma arrivé. That's the way we have to move from now on. So we are not going to be listening to Paul Biya. We're going to be listening to President Issa Tchiroma Bakary. And that is the way forward for our country. So we got to unite and make Paul Biya know that he's powerless to the nation. I know there's going to be some people who are going to listen or yield to whatever he says because of their self-benefit. But if you're true to the people of Cameroon and you know what they have been going through for a long time, you're going to understand that there's a lot of suffering. People are mad. People are pissed off with this regime. We don't even have enough paved roads. Talk less of other amenities. In the 1970s, Cameroon was one of the top countries in Africa. Where are we now? Where are we now? We flex our muscles around Central Africa. We're getting from bad to worse. Back in the days, Cameroon even had, a plan. Even though the former president, Amadou Ahidjo, had some crazy policies, but at least there was some clear plan. You could see how the nation was even moving towards a positive direction. But ever since Paul Biya took office, all his concern have been to stay in power no matter the cost. That's why anyone who opposes him, what he does is he tries to buy you in because he feel like every Cameroonian have a price. I don't blame him because a lot of our fellow brothers and sisters fall for that nonsense and get paid. And when they get paid, they sell their brothers and sisters, sell the entire country. For how much? For 30 million francs, for 12 million francs, for 5 million francs, for 2 million francs. We have become people with no substance. We have to wake up and stand up for our character, stand up for our country, stand up for integrity. Because that's the only way we can build a great nation. We know that everything has been messed up. But this is a time where we have to stand up and rise and say, enough is enough. We've had this. The oppression is too much. We can't take it anymore. We have to build our nation. So you have to leave. Either you go away in peace or we're going to send you packing. And you don't want us to send you packing. Because if we come for you, you're going to regret why you did not go in the first place. So it is time for Paul Biya to leave office and respect the people of Cameroon, because this is the time where we ought to be respected. For the 3 years, and now you don't want to go away, even after being defeated by our president, Issa Tchiroma Bakary. Paul Biya, it is time to go. It is time to go. We don't want to hear Cavaye get debris, go and say, Paul Biya, Paul Biya, oh yeah. Paul Biya, oh yeah. Oh my goodness, we're ruled by ancient of days. People who are about to see their ancestors. Oh my goodness. And the fact that they support one another. I saw a post from Marcel Nyanjifenji because, the rumors have been circulating for a while now. Where is Marcel Nyanjifenji? And the post was a social media post. We have not seen him for months. And the social media post came out and he was congratulating Paul Biya Wondo for the amazing success in the presidential election. Fraudulent election. Who wrote that caption? Because I don't believe it was Marcel Nyanjifenji. He's seriously ill, like Paul Biya. I don't know if something has happened to him, but we don't know yet. We can't confirm that. So we're not going to come here and say anything in regards to that. But the country is going towards a terrible direction if we, the people of Cameroon, don't stand up and rise and defend our victory and support our president, Issa Tchiroma Bakary. He has a vision. He has a plan in place. And we hope that he does not disappoint us when he gets to power, neglect us when he gets to it today. We just hope that he stays in the same light that he is at the moment, because we need unity. We need unity. We should stop all this tribalism nonsense, because we are brothers and sisters. We are brothers and sisters. So let's love one another. Let's preach peace. Let's preach love. But not peace to keep Paul Biya in power. Peace among ourselves. Among ourselves. Uniting in harmony to send Paul Biya packing. Because Paul Biya must go. Paul Biya must go. Whether he likes it or not, he must go. So it is time where we rise up and stand and defend our victory, because that's what is important at this moment. Issa Tchiroma is going to be sworn in today. Paul Biya is going to be sworn in today. So what is going to happen? We don't know. We are watching, we're observing, we are seeing, and we are like, Holy Spirit, I can feel the change in my soul. I can feel that Cameroon is about to have a new president. I can feel it. Can you feel it? I hope you can too. So we're going to see, we're going to be paying attention closely to see what is going to happen at the end of the day. And I'm going to be coming back tomorrow morning to give you update on what conspired today. So do not, panic. Just relax and observe. Let's see what happens today. Thank you very much. See you in the next video in the morning tomorrow. Merci à tout le monde. Au revoir. Bye-bye.